Okay, I want to. I'm just out running around tonight. This is Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night. I'm gonna try to get. Let me see. Try to cover my. There you go. Okay, that's the. Look out there. That is the lake. I am here on 158. I think it's Forest Service Road 158. I come down to the lake. You see, I'm legal. Water trail right here. That's the lake. I just want to show you. Look at that. The bugs that are out here. Kind of neat. I'm going to kind of close out. I think you can see me without that light. But anyway, kind of neat. It's about 9:30 at night. I went down 159, I think it was, and somebody was camping on the lake. So I just thought I'd come up here and look. The lake's right there. It's pitch black. It's stormy out. It's raining. Just out chilling. Just wanted to run some of these roads at night. I'm going to actually video a little bit coming up out of here because it's kind of neat, all the overgrowth. But man, can you imagine camping tonight with all these bugs? Look at that. Crazy bugs. I'm glad I got my windows up. Anyway, I am probably going to make a little bit of a bumpity bump noise. I'm going to try to get turned around here. One thing they always say, lice before lockers. Well, there's a reason for that. Because you definitely want to be able to see out here. But I want to come up out of here. Look at this. Beautiful drive at night. I haven't got all my lights in the front on. I've just got my sides and my front bar and my headlights. I haven't got my bumper lights or high beams on. But it's just a pretty little drive out of here. And kind of steep too. You definitely don't want to come down 158 in a car. You'll definitely want to come in a vehicle, at least four-wheel drive vehicle, because this is coming up the hill. You don't notice how steep this is, but this is really steep. And definitely to be in a four-wheel drive vehicle to come down this one. This is on the northeast side of Leadville Lakes, right as you cross the first bridge on the Katy side. Just thought I'd show you some of the road coming out of here. It's pretty. And you can kind of see how it's washed up pretty good, and how I'm kind Okay, I've never been down 327. Just going to show you a little bit of this craziness. I've come down through here. It's in and out, but it gets kind of crazy because you've got some weird deep water. Like that's a huge hole there. But this one gets you really cattywampus. And you have to straddle this sucker. Look at this. You have to straddle this just like this so you don't go down in it. I'm trying to do it and hold the phone, which is hard. But anyway, that's pretty cool. Just going to video a little bit of this night ride on 327. It has a lot of fingers on some other 300 roads back here. I'm probably going to come back here and explore this in the daylight. Probably with some other people just because it looks fun. I have already went through these water holes, so I know that they're not that deep. Nothing that I can't handle. But I did put it in, 4-wheel drive for this because this does get, up axle deep anyway for me. But this is Forest Service Road 327. It's kind of a pretty ride at night because you're out here and you're by yourself. Well, it's interesting. Not a very well-traveled road, but it is definitely one that I want to come back to in the daytime. But I've been out here running and it's already 10:30 and I'm still just traveling these roads on, goes over to the lake and back out. So it's kind of fun. If you ever, I don't recommend, as you can see, I come through the center of this. I don't recommend people doing what I do just because, well, you can get yourself into some trouble, especially on a night like tonight, because we've got some pretty severe weather going on around us. But honestly, if I don't know, it doesn't bother me. Not much scares me. But anyway, this is kind of neat. Just thought I'd show a little bit of 327. You see it's pretty rough. It's got some pretty nice notches that you've got to climb up out of. I was hoping to get to the video of it. Maybe I'll stop it and start it again. But anyway, another big water hole. Like I said, none of this really gets more than axle deep, so it's not too big of a deal. A little soft coming into it, but it's got a firm enough bottom, you ain't got to worry about it. So, a little bit of night ride. And if you notice, I am going through the center of these. I am not a fan of going to the side because you never know how deep they are, and I have seen a lot of people break and roll their vehicles in water puddles, mud puddles, because they tried to go around the bank and it gets too deep in the middle. Thing is, once you go through them, you can always back out. If you can't, you can be pulled out. If not, then you're going to have to winch yourself through it. But that's why you come prepared. But anyway, just a little bit of a night ride, folks. See a lot of the debris from the trees and stuff that have come down. And there's some decent storms. This is the 10th, 11th, somewhere in here of July. And I don't know if you can notice, this is a little bit of a descent here. We got to come back up the other side, but you got to kind of straddle a lot of this. It gets a little worse on the other side, but it's a lot more fun. But if you can see how cattywampus it gets, I'm trying to hold the phone steady. That's a good 2.5 feet or so right there. You can hear my body creaking as I'm flexing coming through this. And I love exploring roads I've never been down before. Especially on stormy nights, wet nights, or days for that matter. You gotta learn how to love life. You gotta learn how to enjoy life. And folks, fear is, it's just something that you've got to overcome. Now see, this is going pretty uphill. Like this is, you can see the headlights in the, now what I'm gonna probably do is I'm gonna go to the left here, just so I don't slide off into this, because it is wet and muddy. And yeah, I do have it in 4-wheel drive now. I know before I was like, yeah, I'm not in 4-wheel drive, but I am in 4-wheel drive now. But you just got to learn how to run a V-notch. And so what if you drop down the end, like right here? I'm going to drop down the end, but I'm coming right back up. And this is pretty good grade. It's probably a 30%, 35% grade right here. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to measure it, but I'm pretty good at guessing. And you can tell it's a V-notch, but you can see people do run it to this side. Oh man, and that's pretty much V-notches I was wanting to show you on the video. Still kind of holding on to climb on up out of this hill, but it's a very pretty place. Nighttime is always fun to explore. Alright, so I think I'm gonna end this video because I am out here at Energy Lake Road, and this is just to the north side of the bridge, folks. Don't know if you can see me or not, but it's to the just to the north side of the lake, and I'm gonna just continue on. Probably head home for too long. It's just getting pretty close to 10:30, 11 o'clock. So, and I've got an hour and a half drive home. So, hope you enjoy it. Get out and about, folks. I'm going to show you. This is 152. I'm coming above axle on this. Keep going deeper and deeper. I think I'm backing out of her. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's a deep hole. I don't know how deep it does go because I haven't been on this road. I've always kind of bypassed it. It is a 100 road. But I'm going to show you this. I'm down, yeah, I'm running board deep now. I'm over running board. I don't know if I'm going to swim or not. So I'm going to back out, and I am going to go a different route. Just going to show you that. Kind of neat, huh? You got to test your water. It's probably normally not this bad, but we have had a ton of rain lately. And I'm not going to go this way or that way because that's deep and I don't want to in the middle. Anyway, just showing you folks. So I'm going to turn around and head back down 333, I believe. Anyway, interesting. All right, we're on 152 now. I'm going to show you something. I just come up, I just passed 333. Look at this. This water is deep, man. It has rained. Now, I have been down this road before, but look how deep this is getting. It's about like the other one. And I know this has got some drops. This is kind of soft now. I'm down. I'm down not too bad. But I know some of these go a little deep in the middle. They have little drops. But with as much water as we've had, you've got to be careful when you're by yourself. This is soft, but I think I'm going to be okay. You can see, definitely got to be careful when you're wheeling by yourself. Especially on stormy nights and when it's been raining forever. Anyway, just another water hole.